From the Global Academy, this is Metal Magic. Welcome back to Metal Magic. Long-time listeners know me as Tom, and today we're diving into the history of a band that isn't just a group of musicians, they're a global institution. We're talking about the kings of thrash, the titans of the stadium, Metallica. It started in October of '81. A young drummer named Lars Ulrich placed an ad in a local paper looking for people to jam with, and it worked. He found James Hetfield, and soon, guitarist Dave Mustaine and bassist Ron McGovney joined the fray. By '82, McGovney was out, and the legendary Cliff Burton was in. But Cliff didn't just play the bass, he was a musical professor who shaped their sound. But while the music was getting tighter, the tension was boiling over. Dave Mustaine's struggle with alcohol led to one of the most famous firings in rock history. The band literally put him on the bus under a bridge and sent him packing. Now, as you may know, we'll be taking questions from listeners in between each episode, so here's our first. Hey Metal Magic, this is Mark from Chicago. I've always wondered, was the rivalry between Dave Mustaine actually real or just marketing? Oh, it was real. Mustaine was so fueled by that rejection that he formed Megadeth just to outshred them. It created the greatest rivalry in metal history, and honestly, we're the winners because we got two legendary bands out of it. Back to Metallica, they recruited Kirk Hammett on lead guitar and dropped Kill 'Em All. It wasn't an instant hit, but tracks like Seek and Destroy became the blueprint for thrash. Then came the iconic and legendary Ride the Lightning in '84, featuring a haunting Fade to Black. And the fan favorite, For Whom the Bell Tolls. But 1986 was the year everything changed. Master of Puppets dropped. No radio play, no MTV, just pure technical aggression. Battery, the title song, even Orion and its bass solo. It moved thrash from the underground to the mainstream and really proved the band's versatility as well as their improved musicianship. But that peak came with a heavy price. During the Damage Inc. tour that same year, their tour bus skidded on black ice in Sweden. Cliff Burton was killed instantly, and he was only 24. The band was devastated, but they knew Cliff wouldn't want them to stop. 3 weeks later, they hired Jason Newsted. '88 brought in And Justice for All. Brilliant album with endless amounts to offer, but famously, you can't hear Jason's bass. Take a listen here. Whether it was hazing the new guy or a production fluke, the missing bass is still debated today and sorely missed by many. But then came in '91. All worries came to a rest with the Black Album. Enter Sandman, Nothing Else Matters, Sad But True. So many bangers in this record led it to stay on the charts for over 15 years. It made them the biggest band in the world, but also started the sellout whispers. When they cut their hair and released the bluesier Load and Reload in the mid-90s, hardcore fans went into a frenzy. Now another quick question from a listener. We have Kelly from Bristol. Tom, I need your take. Was Saint Anger really that bad, or was it just ahead of its time? The infamous snare drum. For those who don't know, Saint Anger was born from 2001. The year Jason Newsted quit and the band almost imploded. If you watch the documentary Some Kind of Monster, you see a band in therapy. Saint Anger is a raw, ugly, messy album. It's not good in the traditional way, but it saved the band. And it brought us Robert Trujillo, a world-class bassist who finally gave the band stability. Since then, it's been a road of redemption. 2008, Death Magnetic was a return to that thrash roots, which was received very well. We won't talk too much about Lulu, their experimental collab with Lou Reed. Let's just say it's an acquired taste. Very acquired. By 2016, with Hardwired to Self-Destruct, they proved they still had the fire that fans adored them for and still do to this day. And fast forward to 2023, they gave us 72 seasons. It's high energy, it's tight, and most importantly, it's Metallica. Always has and always will be. Today, they're touring with the likes of Pantera and French band Gojira. James Hetfield, previously struggling with alcoholism, is now sober and sounding stronger than ever. And Lars, despite what the internet says about his drumming, is still the heartbeat of that stage. Metallica has survived deaths, firings, addiction, and that haircut era. They've been at the top for over 40 years because they never stop moving. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see what they do next. Stay heavy, and thanks again for tuning in to Metal Magic.